Hello and thank you for joining me. In this video, I will be talking about your leadership brand. What is it, why it matters, and how can you make sure that you are creating a more intentional personal brand for yourselves as a leader. By definition, as a leader, you have no option but to be seen and noticed and judged by others because you are amongst others. You are responsible for others. You're leading others. You are speaking up. You are leading teams, organizations, communities, your families. Maybe it's that right now you are leading yourself. But we are social beings, and by nature, we have an identity, and we are not only judging ourselves, but others are indeed judging us. And that is something that we cannot change. We cannot change the fact that other people are going to have opinions, and they're going to not always agree with what we say and what we believe. But what we can do and what we must do as leaders is be intentional about what kind of a leadership brand we put out to the world. How do we want to show up? How do we want others to know us? And it is important for you as a leader, whether you are working in an organization, whether it be a corporate or government, or whether you are working for yourself as a consultant, a coach, or leading a small business. How you are known by others is so important to your ability to impact them, to influence them, to have them listen, acknowledge, follow. Because a leader without followers, are they a leader? A leader without impact we always have impact, always. Whether we're consciously driving impact or not, there is impact. And my work as a leader development and leader identity coach is to help you know yourselves deeply and broadly, both within yourself as a human, and also how you are in relation to others, how others see you, how others relate to you, how are others receiving your vision, your mission, your message, your impact. And all of this is tightly bound up with how we communicate, how we show up, both verbally, physically, energetically, spiritually, emotionally. It's a full package deal. And why this matters so much is that the more intentional we are with how we are being in the world, how we are communicating, how we're connecting, the more chance we have at creating that positive ripple effect, that positive difference that we want to make with our people, for our people, through our people. And it all begins with how we see ourselves, how we know ourselves. How do we make sure that we are working and showing up in our zone of genius, in our superpowers? And how are we mitigating those aspects of ourselves that are perhaps not so strong or indeed get in our way of being our best selves and projecting our best selves on the world? So this is where the leader development work comes in. And this is where my workshop tomorrow, you still have some time to register if you are a professional or an entrepreneur woman around the age of 50 and really looking to accelerate that next transformation. This takes better leadership, and it also takes a mindset around wealth creation. And they're the two elements that we're going to wrap this leader identity work around tomorrow. So do register on the link below if that is something that is piquing your interest. Coming back to your leader identity, firstly, it starts with how deeply and broadly are you aware of yourself? What about the 8 elements of your mental toughness profile? The level of confidence and challenge and commitment and control do you have? Do you know where your strengths and your points of not so much weakness but lesser strengths, shall we say? And how adaptable and flexible are you, and how clear are you about your vision, mission, values, your message, the boundaries, your standards, your expectations? All of these things are the elements of your personal brand that I help you with, so that you can have a solid identity, a solid leadership personal brand to take to your branding consultants, to take to your visibility coaches, your business coaches, your copywriters, because all of that is going to fall flat if you are not absolutely clear and thorough about the person you are underneath the leadership person you are in the public eye, when you're working with your teams, when you're working in your communities. Because authenticity can only happen when you are really confident and happy to be in the skin you're in, and really clear about who you are and how you operate, what is okay, what's not okay, to then be part of a community and lead and follow as required. So this is so important, this topic of your leadership personal brand. If something has tweaked your interest here, how clear are you about your leader identity, your vision, mission, values, standards, expectations, how you communicate what is okay, what's not okay, and the mission that you are creating in this world? All of this begins with you having a deep and clear sense of your leader identity that underpins your personal leadership identity. So, as I said, tomorrow we are embarking on our first workshop, and there will be a program wrapped around what we do to really discover and be able to formulate that leadership brand that's going to enable you to have the greater impact, the more meaningful impact in your work, in your communities, and create the lifestyle and the environment for yourselves that give you meaningful and fulfilled life. So thank you for watching, and I do encourage you, as I said, to join me in this workshop. Register, and I will look forward to working with you on the other side. Thanks very much for watching.